All right, we're getting breaking news. The hearing in Sri Lankan Supreme Court has ended. An interim order is expected after 5 p.m. this evening. That's the latest that we are getting from Sri Lanka. Remember, the opposition parties had petitioned against the Sri Lankan president's order to dissolve the parliament. That was the petition all about, and we are going to expect that interim order anytime after 5 p.m. So the court hearing has ended. We are expecting more details as far as this issue is concerned. Remember, Sri Lanka has been witnessing political turmoil after the Sri Lankan president sacked Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, then made Mahinda Rajapaksa Prime Minister, after which he dissolved the parliament, and that is when the opposition parties, the main opposition parties in the country, approached the Supreme Court against his decision. Today was the hearing of that petition, which was filed by the opposition parties in Sri Lanka, and after 5 p.m. we will expect an interim order of the Supreme Court. The Sri Lankan president has been defending his decision of dissolving the parliament and removing Ranil Wickremesinghe. He's been saying that had he not done that, there would have been bloodshed among MPs. There was horse trading going on. He even quoted some massive amounts that was running into millions of Sri Lankan rupees, that an MP was willing to pay this much for changing sides. He also said that the speaker's behavior, the Sri Lankan speaker's behavior, was also not positive, and that was one of the reasons why he did what he did. So today was a crucial day in Sri Lanka's Supreme Court. The court hearing has ended. The court is soon going to give an interim order on the relief sought by several political parties and independent groups against dissolution of parliament and holding of elections. And for more on this, I'm joined by Ashwin Hemathangama, who's a Wion correspondent, joining us from Colombo. Ashwin, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. What's the latest? We know that an interim order is expected anytime after 5 p.m. What happened in the court today?
Well, actually, thank you for joining me. And this morning, the Attorney General came out with various discussions, and he, in fact, expressed the Supreme Court that there's no validity of these petitions, whereas the executive president, he has executed his constitutional authority, and the Supreme Court should not consider such petitions. So ultimately, the bench, of course, they considered the petitions, the 12 petitions, and they adjourned the courts until 5 o'clock. So they are going to recommence and come out with their decision. We have only 30 minutes more for that.
All right. Thank you, Ashwin, for joining us on the broadcast. So that was our correspondent from Colombo, who was telling us that we just have almost 30 minutes when we get that interim order from the Sri Lankan Supreme Court. The petitioners have argued that the president has no power to dissolve the parliament under the 19th Amendment of the Constitution, and they have requested the Supreme Court to issue an order to suspend the upcoming general elections until this verdict is passed. So big development, and we are going to expect that in a bit now. After 5 p.m. interim order is expected. We've run out of time on this bulletin. Thank you for watching Wion World is One. News and updates continue.